My name is Dr. Monty Weinstein. I am a licensed family therapist in 3 states and a nationally certified psychologist. I am sitting here with Sonny Sutherland, who is the executive director of the People's Advocacy Group. We have been working together for numerous years. Sonny has been in the trenches and took his own personal case from family court to the United States Supreme Court. He prevailed. He has helped countless number of mothers and fathers that have been disenfranchised as a result of this egregious, horrific court system. Sonny has helped me in terms of navigating a number of cases, and he has helped throughout the country. We're sitting at the Brooklyn Promenade, which is at the end of Montague Street, talking about what happens in family and Supreme Court. I just want to say something about National Parents' Rights. Sonny is an advocate with National Parents' Rights. He is an advocate with the National Parents' Rights Association, was instrumental in the Schwimmer case for the court returning a child, and instrumental in a number of cases in Supreme Court, family court, from the East Coast to the West Coast. He had for numerous years a major TV show, and which was accessible to numerous litigants throughout the court system. My network is a number of people. I just want to give thanks to a number of people that work as allies in the system. Gary Jacobs in Long Island, who is an advocate for parents that are disenfranchised. He also is CEO of Scoochie Pet Products. He has helped and aided and assisted, and he has assisted in many cases on parental alienation. He runs Long Island Backstory. Affiliated with him is Dr. Carlos Rivera. He is another guy you could trust. He is a licensed pediatrician. He has advocated for numerous parents throughout the United States. He is working with us on a number of cases, and he fights against these horrific people that have systematically and methodically taken away children. I also want to thank Bruce Eden, who was one of the original fathers in children's advocacy groups. He has done numerous papers which went from family supreme and to the United States Supreme Court. He has helped in a number of cases. I also want to mention Karen Wagner, who is a Harvard graduate, works as head of our parental alienation department, and has helped and lives in Georgia and helps advocate for numerous families. I also want to thank David Oles, who is a Harvard attorney, works with us, has brought several U.S. federal lawsuits to the United States federal courts and the United States appellate courts. Also, I have a group of people in Family Unity from Dr. Palumbo, who's a clinical psychologist and heads psychology at the Archdiocese. And he is a major psychologist throughout this country, and also Suzanne Silva, a Columbia University psychiatric social worker who has worked on numerous cases with me throughout the United States. She also aids and assists on major federal lawsuits. I just want to state that all this work takes a toll on people. People should support people that go in aid and assist those because we have paid a major price. As you can see, well, you can't see Sonny yet unless he pops up on this thing. We're both limping along. This is a result of hardships which we endure by being singled out by a number of people in the court system, a number of attorneys that make their living in selling out mothers and fathers. There's nothing more heinous and egregious than certain matrimonial attorneys that take dives. We work with good attorneys. There are excellent attorneys like David Oles from Harvard Law, who has helped Saul Edelstein, who is my age, I'm 80, who has helped numerous parents, mothers and fathers, and now his children have taken over their law firm. Okay. If people have any major problems, we're here to aid and assist, and people should show loyalty to the people that take the bullet. Let's stop for a second. One can get in contact with Sonny on Facebook. He has posted numerous articles through the years, and one can get in contact with me also on Facebook. We're both available. We also have support groups we are running, and also meeting with numerous litigants where we are ready, willing, and able to help them and assist them.
Okay, go ahead.
As I stated, Sonny just asked me to talk about my experience. I have testified as an expert from New York into California in close to 50 states. I have had over 10,000 cases. I've been doing this for over half a century. I have published numerous journal articles on mental health. I have won numerous awards in mental health. I have written several books, the latest, From the Mob to the Therapist Chair, about my life, which can be seen also if one goes to my webpage, www.familyunity.com, and one could see about my book. One could read it. There are numerous cases on parental alienation. I've also given the responsibility of my Southeast Georgia, Alabama office to Tina Jones, a licensed family therapist and expert who is now running my Georgia establishment and is doing assessments and evaluations. In my Colorado camp, my trustee administrator is Vicki Taylor, who is not only an expert and advocate, but she also is a journalist, graduated the University of North Carolina, has a great deal of work in journalism. And Tina also, as I stated, the Georgia office is a licensed family therapist and has worked as my intern and now as a worker and advocate. If you have immediate crises or immediate problems, one can contact Sonny Sutherland immediately through Facebook. He's ready, willing, and available. And without being solicitous, we can't do this without monetary funds, because you can't run a war with ammunition. And we're not begging or soliciting. We've been doing this too long. But we need aid, assistance, and help so we can keep this fight going. Very interesting to note, I am now on a major case in Georgia. It is a criminal case where I've been proffered as an expert. I've been qualified hundreds of times in Georgia, yet the DA and the stooges around the DA are attacking me and trying to voir dire me, even though I presented numerous cases. Unfortunately, not only are they anti-Semitic, anti-black in Georgia, but they don't know Monty Weinstein as a little ornery old man, Jew boy, that will fight till the end, and so will Sonny, who is a black Indian, who is also there in the roots, and has fought for numerous people. I guess we both have bullseyes on our face and back, but we're not afraid at this point. So, unfortunately, many of the attorneys down here don't have the guts to fight for their own clients. While I have the utmost respect for Harriet Weinberger, the head of the 18B panel, most of these lawyers are either incompetent. I'm not even going into the fact of their hygiene, wear clothes that haven't been washed for years and can't even write briefs. And as far as child welfare, the best you could get, if you look under a rock, you will find something which is similar to a child welfare attorney. They lie, cheat, and totally rape families. What the left-wing establishment with their cohort judges are trying to do is turn families into single-family homes. Guess what? That's not going to work, guys. We're here, we're fighting, and we'll continue the war. Thanks. It's Dr. Monty Weinstein. It is important to note, as Sonny reminded me, is that if you are suffering, depressed, and anxious, we are the help. We will help you. We will help you fight the system. Okay? We have taken a number of cases from grassroots right up to the Supreme Court of the United States. A hero in the Supreme Court of the United States is Sonny Sutherland. His fight to the end, they returned 10 of his children. And when all these matrimonial attorneys said it can't be done, he did it. Most of it was done by himself, pro se. So we will continue the fight to the bitter end, and we're ready, willing, and able right now. That's it. Now I have to get something to eat with Sonny.